Hey, Marilyn, where are you?
I'm out with my boyfriend, Jesse.
Oh, that's just great. I suggest you stay where you are and don't bother to come home.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what it means.
I went out on a date with Jesse, so you can't expect me to stay here. I'll be coming home, of course.
You're out on a date with Jesse? Let me guess, he probably took you to some cheapskate restaurant in town.
Nope, actually we went to a really good restaurant today.
Whatever, it's not like I care. Besides, no matter where he takes you to, it can never be as expensive as the restaurants my husband takes me to.
You can brag all you want, but I'm not moved one bit. Especially not where that husband of yours is concerned. You seem to have forgotten that I used to be with him before you snatched him.
What's wrong with you, Marilyn? I've told you to never say I snatched him from you. From my point of view, he only took you out on a couple of dates, and you clearly weren't going to accept his proposal of marriage.
I was taking my time to judge his character.
A rich dude is asking for your hand in marriage, and you're busy judging his character? Don't you know money defines character? Of course he'd be a good character. I mean, duh. Besides, what's character got to do in matters like this?
We really are so different. I'm way past that incident. Although I was very hurt, I've forgiven you already.
The real person who needs your forgiveness is Mom, actually. She's the one who pushed me into marrying your ex.
What?
Yeah. Mom came to me one day and said, I think you should go after your sister's boyfriend, Zoe. Your sister seems to be wasting time, and I don't want us to lose a rich suitor.
Mom really said that?
Absolutely. I know you're shocked, right?
You know what? I am not surprised to hear this. Mom had always wanted things to happen in your favor, despite the fact that I'm the first child.
Haha. The thing you don't get is it's not just Mom. Even nature supports things being in my favor. Remember the time in high school when I was crowned Queen of Prom Night? Like, I always got asked out by the best guys, while you were hardly asked out. Everyone wondered how we were sisters. All you were interested in was school and work, but I got the fame and recognition.
Don't even go there. I don't want to remember that incident.
I'm just trying to let you see that I'm the younger and prettier one, so you just keep working, and I'll keep reaping and enjoying.
Nonsense! I'll be going back to enjoy my date if you don't mind.
What's there to enjoy? I bet on our late grandmother's grave that you're at a burger shop. Anyway, wait to hear what I've got for you. This is the real reason I texted you. It's just that I digress too much. You know, my husband sometimes teases me by saying I sound like one is switching between different TV channels when I'm talking.
Zoe, you're digressing again.
Oh yeah, so like I was saying earlier, just stay where you are and don't bother coming back home.
What? You've got to be kidding me. What's this about?
Isn't it obvious? You're being thrown out of the house.
What? Which house?
You can't be unlucky in life and dumb at the same time. Or can you? Our parents' house, of course.
How come you get to inform me that I'm being thrown out of our parents' house? You don't even live there anymore. Besides, I can't be kicked out. There's no justifiable reason for that. I don't believe you.
Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't change anything. The fact remains that there is no room for you in that house anymore, so you're being kicked out.
This is nonsense. I'm gonna speak with Mom.
Speaking to Mom would just make matters worse. You know she's not nice with her words. Mom's going to tell you point blank why you're being chased out. Here, I'm trying to relay what's going on in a simple and lovely way, but you're not listening. I packed your bags already and placed them outside the door.
You've got to be kidding me. What do you mean by you packed my bags already? Why am I being kicked out?
Does the why change anything? Just get your bags and go live with that pauper you've chosen to marry.
So this is about me insisting on marrying Jesse, right?
If I begin to explain things to you, I might end up digressing and saying too much. This conversation was never intended to be this long. Bye. Don't bother calling me, please.
Mom! Why aren't you picking up my calls? Mom! You really have no manners, Marilyn. Disturbing me with calls like a spoiled brat. What did you expect me to do when I got home to find my bags packed outside the door? You missed out on the detail. Neatly packed. Your bags were neatly packed. I wanted us to throw it all out, but your dad begged us to pack your stuff neatly, at least. Am I supposed to be grateful that my bags were neatly packed outside my home? And by us, you mean yourself and Zoe, right? Yep, I believe the message is clear enough. We don't need you around anymore. You know, when Zoe messaged me this evening, I thought it was all a joke or something. Allow me to explain exactly what's going on. Zoe messaged me a few days back that her husband has a little financial situation and they need to stay with us for a while till things get better. I told her it wouldn't be an issue. Since her husband is rich, he would get out of the situation in no time and they'd be back to their house soon. Plus, I'm sure he'd reward us handsomely for helping him out. Rich people are like that, you know. Okay, that isn't a reason for me to get kicked out. Zoe has her room in the house. She can just live there with her husband. Well, one room isn't going to accommodate them. Zoe is expecting a baby. Really? Last time I saw her, she didn't look pregnant to me. She's 3 weeks pregnant, and we need enough space in the house for when the baby arrives. Let me get this straight. I'm being kicked out because of a baby that isn't even born yet? Keep shut, Marilyn. How dare you speak of your sister's child like that? This is unfair, Mom. Can't I just stay in the house at least till the baby is born? Ah, stop being a pain in the ass. It's my frickin' house and I can do what I want. Just take your bags and get out. I'm sure there's more to this than you're saying. If Zoe and her husband are just staying for a while, surely they'll have moved out before the baby is born. You're just looking for a way to get rid of me. Yeah, sure. You haven't been contributing to the family all the while you've stayed with us. Worse still, you've chosen a poor guy to marry. You're a disappointment, Marilyn. Just look at your younger sister. Her husband sends us a lot of money every month. But I try my best, Mom. I also get things done around the house with my salary. It doesn't make a difference if your husband isn't rich. I'm gonna speak with Dad about this. I can't just be thrown out of the house. You must be kidding if you think your dad can change any decision I've made. Where's everyone? The door is locked. Well, I didn't want us to create a scene in front of the house with you begging and crying, so I took everyone out on a celebratory dinner for Zoe's pregnancy. I promise you're gonna regret this, Mom. There's nothing you can do. You've made your choice already, so why not live with the consequences? Just go and live with that loser boyfriend of yours, okay? This isn't right. I'm not even married to him yet. What does a poor couple need a wedding for? Bye, Marilyn. And please don't contact me ever, except if you're rich, which I don't see happening in your lifetime, so please don't contact me. I promise you'll regret what you've done to me today. Hello, Mom. Mom, who is this? It's me, Marilyn. What? Marilyn? Is this really you or some impersonator? It's me, Mom. Gracious goodness! You haven't been in touch for about 5 years now. I'm sorry about that. It's not entirely my fault, though. So whose fault is it? It's definitely not my fault. I didn't reach out to place blame on anyone, so let's just skip that. I just found out that Dad passed. I cried so much over the night, so I thought of just reaching out to see how you are. How are you and Zoe doing? Don't think you can change the topic and switch to pleasantries. It's a year already since your dad died, so we've gotten over it. I haven't seen or heard from you in years, Marilyn. I was so sick and worried about my daughter. Why do I find that hard to believe? If you missed me and were really worried like you said, you could have just called me, Mom. Well, I tried to, but... Mom, I clearly remember you saying I shouldn't contact the family ever again if I insisted on getting married to Jesse. You chased me out of the house, and despite your threat, I still called several times. You never picked up, and neither did you return my calls. Dad was the only one who regularly kept in touch. So just stop the petty lies, please. Is this how you want to go about it? By placing blame on me? I did just what a good mother would do. I couldn't have let you marry a man who was poor and unaccomplished. Poor and unaccomplished, you say? I'm not surprised you're defending yourself. It's typical of you not to own up to your mistakes. I'm glad I made the right choice by sticking to him, though. Jesse's now a multi-billionaire realtor. What? How is that even possible? If a man is hardworking and intelligent, he'll surely become successful. Well, I'm really proud of you, Marilyn. Oh, look at how I pushed you in the right direction. What do you mean by that? You'd never have become a rich man's wife if I didn't push you out of the house. Listen to yourself, Mom. You really haven't changed. Shouldn't have bothered reaching out to you. Take care. Wait, I didn't mean it that way. Marilyn! Marilyn!
Hi, Marilyn. It's your sister, Zoe. Do you still remember me?
How could I forget the reason I was rendered homeless 5 years ago?
Come on, sis. 5 years is a long time. You ought to have forgiven me by now.
I might have, but I sure haven't forgotten. Why are you messaging me all of a sudden? You never reached out once in the last 5 years.
Well, I heard rumors in town yesterday that a rich couple just moved in. A Mr. and Mrs. Jesse Anderson? Then Mom informed me not long ago that you messaged her and told her that your husband is now rich. I just put two and two together that the new couple has got to be you.
Huh, so you're messaging me because of some random rumor?
Rumors always turn out to be true. Remember one time that there was a rumor that a mayor had embezzled public funds? The dude showed up on TV claiming innocence, but it turned out to be true. That guy's serving a prison sentence now. So yes, I believe rumors.
Zoe, you still can't focus on one thing at a time.
Whatever. I'm right, aren't I? Why would you message Mom all of a sudden, except if you're back in town?
Let's say I also heard a rumor that a certain rich guy went bankrupt and kept living in his in-laws' house for 5 years.
Are you joking about our situation right now? You weren't this heartless when you left us. What has changed you?
Well, I can't possibly feel an ounce of pity after what you and Mom did to me back then. Not to mention all you've done to me before then.
This isn't right. So you're really back in town?
What difference does it make?
It makes a whole lot of difference, because it means you're back at the right time. All our struggles are finally over.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It only makes sense that you take up the financial responsibility of the house now that you're back.
You must have some bolts loose in your head to utter such a statement. Do you think I'm the same softie from 5 years ago? You and Mom pushed me into the streets and forced me to fend for myself the hard way. There's no way I would forget something like that. If you cross my path, I wouldn't mind taking revenge on you both.
You wouldn't dare hurt your family, would you?
You guys aren't my family. The only person who acted as a family is Dad, and he's gone now. Bless his soul.
I see. So Dad is your only family, right?
Yep. I'm an orphan as far as I'm concerned.
That is selfish of you. You want to cut us off now that you're rich? I won't let you do that. I'm going to tell everyone that the rich couple is my elder sister and her husband. Surely you wouldn't want people to think you're selfish to your family, would you?
Do whatever you want, Zoe. I don't care. Where are you, Marilyn? Since when did my whereabouts concern you? Since you're back in town, I thought it'd be nice to pay you a visit. I never told you I'm back. You didn't have to. The news is all over town. Okay, I am back, but that doesn't mean you can come to visit. Well, I came, and the security at the gate wouldn't let me in. They really embarrassed me, Marilyn. They were strictly obeying my orders. I should commend them for that. Really, Marilyn? You'd turn your back to your family just because you're rich now? What do you mean, Mom? You seem to have no sense of remorse at all. I'm only addressing you as my mom because of the little respect I still have for you. You don't exist in my world anymore. You can't just shut me out of your life. We're family. Don't you care how we've been faring all this while? What's there to care about? Did you care how I'd fare when you suddenly chased me out of the house and family 5 years ago? You can't even say you're sorry. There really is nothing to be sorry about, 'cause you turned out just fine. I knew you'd make it if I pushed you into the streets. You're a strong girl. Unlike your little sister who's fragile and can't live on her own. Just listen to yourself. It's one thing to act evil. It's another thing not to be remorseful at all. Now I can see Jesse was right all along. I shouldn't have contacted you in the first place. Don't bring your husband into this. I'm talking about our family here. We want to see you. Things haven't been easy since you left. Zoe's husband was unable to get back on his feet and fend for his family, so there have been difficulties for us. They've been staying with us since then. I heard so. What of the child Zoe was carrying? How are you all coping with the financial stress? Child? Oh, Zoe actually lied about being pregnant. We found out later. It was all a ploy just to get you out of the house. This is unbelievable. I'm cursed with an evil mother and sister. Thank God for Dad. He's the only one who kept in touch after I left the house. It's a pity he didn't live long to see what I've become. May his soul rest in peace. Don't tell me you've been in touch all this while. Your dad never mentioned it once. Not once. That's because I told him not to. I sent money to him sometimes and told him to promise never to disclose my whereabouts. Well, since your dad got his share of your wealth while he was alive, it's time for your sister and me to enjoy what you have too. I demand that you begin to pay me $20,000 every month. Wait, that's too little for a multi-billionaire's wife like you. I demand $50,000 every week. What? Do you think money grows on trees? You must be a joker if you think you'd get a cent from me. I'm not done. We'd be needing a new house, too. I'm tired of this place. It's falling apart just by looking at it. It doesn't suit my status as a multi-billionaire's mother-in-law. What else do you need? Probably a Ferrari, right? Oh, well, you could add that to the list, too. But make sure to get me a chauffeur and some maids for the new house. Will that be all? For now, yes. Great. Get lost. What? You don't dare talk to your mother rudely. I swear on my father's grave that if you come near my house again, the police will have you locked up. All right. I see where the problem is. Why don't you give me a date and a time when we can sit and discuss my demands? You're getting on my nerves. Ugh! Chill. I'll find out how to talk to your husband then. He surely won't mind giving me money every week. You'd better be careful. Jesse's around with some of his friends and business partners. They all know how badly you treated us and won't waste time in dealing with you. There's nothing anyone can do to me. Goodbye, since you can't be of help to me.
Oh my gosh! I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you today.
Huh? Where did you see me?
At the opening of that new company in town?
Oh, okay.
You looked so beautiful, Marilyn. I couldn't believe your skin could glow that way.
Uh-huh. I don't think there was anything special about the way I looked.
Don't pretend to be modest with me. I saw how flamboyant you dressed with expensive gold jewelry.
How did you even get to see me? The opening ceremony was strictly by invitation.
I was part of the crowd that gathered outside the gate.
Oh, that explains it.
The most surprising thing for me was seeing you carrying a beautiful little girl in your arms.
That's my daughter, Dora. She's just 6 months.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Can I have her?
What? What do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. It's not too much to ask, is it?
Are you nuts or something? You can't just ask for my daughter like she's an object.
Look, Mom and I had a plan this morning. She wanted us to go to the house we believed you were staying with your husband so we could discuss our demands with you. But I told her I heard of a new company's opening ceremony and had a hunch that you could be there. It's been a while since we've had investors around here, so I just put 2 and 2 together. I went to the opening ceremony while she went to your house. I turned out to be right because I got to see you.
Seems like you and Mom are playing petty games. And you both seem to be enjoying it.
Come on, sis. You're the talk of the whole town. Don't you want us to associate with you?
Years ago, you didn't want to live in the same house as me.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, what was I talking about? Yeah, making demands. So, I want your baby girl. That's all. And probably a job for my husband, because I can't work. I'm too fragile for anything stressful. In fact, Mom and my husband have been the ones fending for the family since Dad died. To make matters worse, I wasn't able to get pregnant, so I was always sad and lonely each time they went to work. Now I get a beautiful daughter without moving a finger. Aren't I lucky?
You know where you need to be right now? In a mental asylum. What kind of request is that? You can't have my baby. In fact, you and Mom need to be locked up in a mental institution till both of your brains reset.
How dare you! When Mom told me that you spoke to her rudely, I didn't believe it, but now I do. Money has changed you, Marilyn. If you don't give us our demands, we're going to take it ourselves.
Don't you dare come near me and my family.
Just wait and see. You seem to have forgotten what I'm capable of.
Marilyn! What is it, Mom? Shouldn't you be asleep by now? I would be if I had a roof over my head. Okay, what happened to the roof over your head? You do know it's my house I'm speaking of, right? Okay, what's up with it? I just got home now, and it's locked, with our properties arranged outside. Then I received a call from Zoe's husband that you bought the house. Uh-huh. You missed one important detail. Neatly packed. I ensured your stuff was neatly packed outside. Are you crazy, Marilyn? Why would you buy our house? You know, for a moment I thought it could be a lie, but it turns out to be true. Can you just return the house back? Nope. This is business, Mom. The owner of the house came to tell me that you guys owed a lot of rent and utilities and were becoming a burden to him. I saw it as a business opportunity and decided to buy the whole house and convert it into something profitable. I could renovate it and convert it into an Airbnb, or what do you think? Are you seriously asking me that question? Why on earth would the landlord come to meet you? He probably recognized me from way back as your daughter. And the best thing you could think of doing was to buy the house? Being married to Jesse has helped me become an investor myself. This is just so wrong! It's late in the night and I can't just sleep outside! That's your problem, not mine. You can't treat your mother this way! Can you at least let us crash in your place for the night? Impossible. I know how you lots behave. You'd become full-time residents from just crashing for the night. Besides, we aren't even at home. My husband and I went out for a celebratory dinner. Sounds familiar, right? Fine. By the way, do you happen to know where Zoe is? I haven't seen her since yesterday. Her husband has been searching for her too. Oh, Zoe? My husband handled her already. What do you mean by handled her? She tried to break into my house last night. The security at the gate caught her and handed her over to the police. She even injured one of them with a knife. Are you sure about this? Zoe and I didn't discuss any breaking in. Apparently she wanted to steal my baby girl. Oh, that. She wouldn't stop ranting about your daughter since she set eyes on her. She's almost acting like a maniac. I agree. So what's going to happen to her now? One thing I know for sure is that the state DA is going to press charges. Oh my gosh! You don't mean to tell me that I'm all alone now? You still have a son-in-law. Try calling Zoe's husband. Do you think I haven't tried? He isn't picking up. He's probably run away or something. I bet he's tired of the marriage all along. What am I expected to do now? I don't have a house to live in. My little savings isn't enough to get an apartment. Why is this happening just when I thought you appeared to solve all our problems? Like a magic genie, right? You all thought you could make demands to me after all you've done? I'm sorry, but you've got to settle your problem by yourself. Marilyn, I'm really sorry for all the hurt I've caused you. Please forgive me. You can be sorry, Mom? Yes, I am sorry. Please forgive me and let me live with you. Your being sorry doesn't change anything. My husband and I would be returning soon anyways. I'd be a fool if I believed you're truly sorry. Bye forever, Mom. Don't forget to check up on your daughter in jail. After my mom got kicked out, she tried to reach me, but I blocked her number totally. Zoe's husband, who didn't bother to contact me all along, tried to get a job at the new company my husband established, but he was kicked out as soon as he mentioned his name. As for Zoe, the district attorney pressed charges because we found out that she caused severe bodily harm to one of the security men at the gate. She was sentenced to prison for 5 years. I heard my mom and Zoe couldn't get a place to live since she had no money and Zoe's husband abandoned her. So she lived homeless for about a month before moving to a shelter home for estranged people. That's definitely a far cry from the luxurious lifestyle she's always wanted. So pathetic. Jesse and I moved back abroad and continued to monitor our businesses and properties all around. I gave birth to a set of twins after Dora, and my life couldn't have been better. Jesse loves me so much, and we kept prospering in all ways. I'm so happy I stayed with a man with good character instead of focusing on riches alone. I'm sure my mom and sister would have learned their lesson not to look down on people because of their financial status. Living well is truly the best revenge. Thanks for watching.
Hey Harper, Ned wants to go out on a date this weekend and none of the grandparents are available. Since you're great with kids, we were wondering if you'd be able to watch our little one.
Hi, Sally. I haven't seen you since the wedding. That was like 2 years ago.
Almost 3 years ago. We've been really busy.
I don't know if it's a good idea for me to take care of your child. I've never even met the kid.
Oh, it's not just you. We've been very protective of our first child. We've only invited family to meet the little angel, and we haven't even considered them to babysit.
So the rest of the family has met your child?
Yes, we had a celebration when he was born 14 months ago.
I didn't get an invitation to that.
What? I'm sorry. Ned said that he would send invitations to everyone on his side of the family. When you didn't show up, I figured you didn't want to come. I was admittedly disappointed too.
I can't say that I'm surprised he didn't tell you.
Well, I'm sure he just forgot. It was really hectic, and there was a lot going on.
Sure, you can make excuses for him. That's what his parents did his whole life, so it makes sense his wife would too.
What? That's rude.
Not as rude as what he's done to me my whole life. Anyway, the answer is no. I won't babysit for you guys.
Oh, please. We don't have anyone else we can ask.
What about his siblings? I know that Hayden is 17 years old and isn't employed.
He's too young and disinterested.
Ruth has a couple of kids, so she can probably add one more little one to the mix.
We don't want to give him to someone who can't dedicate their time to him.
But you're fine giving him to a complete stranger.
You aren't a stranger. You're family. And you work with kids. That makes you the perfect person to watch him.
Sorry, but no. I'm not interested in watching an infant or toddler I don't know.
Is there any way we can change your mind? We could pay you if you need money.
No. Sorry, I think you should find someone who knows your child. At that age, they can be very difficult with people they don't know. And it sounds like you guys are probably overprotective.
How can you say that? We just want to make sure he's safe.
And that is perfectly fine, but that needs to include making sure you leave him with people he knows.
Okay, fine. I'll see if I can find someone else.
What's this I hear that you won't watch little Ned this weekend?
Hi, Ned. I'm surprised you have my number.
My parents gave it to me.
Theoretically, they're my parents too.
I've been telling you since high school you aren't family. They aren't your parents.
Yes, I know that's how you feel. The entire school knew how you felt about me.
Get over yourself. The people in our school didn't care about you.
That's right. It was you, the popular jock that was loved and adored. No one else mattered with you around.
Are you being sarcastic now? You're so bitter and jealous, it's ridiculous.
Sure, nothing is ever your fault.
Knock it off before I tell my parents.
Still making that threat, huh? It's almost like you never grew up.
Shut up. I'm married and I have kids. You're just some childcare worker who hasn't finished college. Of course, it's no surprise no one wants you. That's probably why you work in childcare.
You make it sound like I dropped out of college. You realize that I'm still in college, right? I've still got a few years left before I'll earn my degree. And since you didn't bother going to college, I don't know why it matters that I haven't earned my degree yet.
I don't need a degree for what I do. If you had half the brain you think you do, you would know that. I'm in sales. I have charisma. That's not something that can be taught.
You must be right. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to work.
I do mind. You need to watch my son this weekend so my wife and I can go out.
Have any of the members of your family who you invited to meet your baby do it.
I don't trust any of them. They don't have a lot of experience with children.
Ruth does.
Are you really that stupid? She's not gonna put our child first.
I don't know why you think I'm a suitable person to watch your precious little Ned. After all, you didn't trust me to come to the celebration of his birth.
I didn't want you to ruin the celebration. You're always such a downer.
Well, there you go. That's not the kind of person you want around your baby.
He's a toddler, so that's the right level of thinking. Especially if you're as good at your job as you claim.
You can try to flatter me as much as you like, but the answer is still no. Good luck.
Fine. I'm gonna tell Mom and Dad. You'll be watching Junior one way or another. Harper, I'm very disappointed in you.
Well, hello to you too, Dad.
Oh, don't give me that. You shouldn't talk to your brother like that.
As I've been telling you for a few weeks now, he doesn't see me as family.
Are you really bringing that up again? I expected better of you.
I'm not saying that he used to feel that way. He still feels that way. And since I know you aren't likely to believe me, here's what he said when trying to tell me I had to babysit his kid.
Well, that's only because you were picking a fight with him.
Ah, yes, it's such a reasonable response to me being annoyed that he excluded me from stuff. To say that I'm not actually family? Thanks, I feel very loved.
You know that your mother and I love all of our children equally.
I know that you guys actually believe that, and that's perfectly fine.
I don't understand why you want to keep having this fight. It doesn't help anyone.
I'm sorry, but I just find it hard to put up with your biological son. He has done nothing to convince me to help him.
You should realize that it is an honor for you to be asked at all. Your siblings are bummed that he won't even consider them. Poor Ruth took it particularly poorly.
I can imagine. She's an amazing mother. I don't know why they keep saying they don't trust her.
They're sure that Ned Jr. will not be treated as well as her kids.
That's absolutely not how she'll treat him.
I know. I didn't say they were right, but at the same time, I understand how they can be so protective. Ned has always wanted a large family with a lot of sons. Makes sense that he would be so protective.
I guess. But that still doesn't make sense why he's so insistent on having me babysit. He clearly doesn't want anything to do with me.
I know you two have always had a more contentious relationship than our other children. Don't let that affect your current relationships, though, especially with your nephew.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. Ruth wishes they would ask her to watch Junior. Despite your relationship with Ned, he still trusts you. You need to make sure you remember that. He just shows it differently. Besides, you know it wasn't easy for him to have so many adoptive siblings. As the eldest boy, he took it seriously.
I guess.
So why don't you help them out this time? If you and Ned can't work it out, you don't have to help him again. You'd be doing your mother and I a big favor. We feel bad that we can't watch the baby.
Okay, I'll do it.
Great. Make sure you contact them right away. They're considering staying home.
You can't let them know?
Oh, come on. You're an adult. You need to put the past behind you.
Okay, I'll let them know.
That's a good girl.
Hi, Sally, it's Harper. I'll take care of little Ned this weekend. When do you need me here? Yay! I'm sure you'll love it. He's such a cute little guy. I'm sure he is. Ned was always really popular in high school. What does that mean? Oh, you know, he was good at sports and people found him attractive. It makes sense that you guys would have a good-looking kid.
Yeah, it's just like a dream. I married a gorgeous man, now I get to stay home and raise our adorable children. I feel like the luckiest person in the world.
Right. Well, I need to get back to work, but I'll need to start planning for this weekend.
Ned said that it's going to be a surprise, but we're leaving around 4 and should be home by 9 this Saturday.
That's a good chunk of alone time. I hope you have a great time.
It's the first time we've really gotten to go out and be adults. It will be much easier with you watching them. I mean, kids are your life, right?
I do really enjoy playing with them. They're so smart and learn so quickly. And the things they do, cute.
See? You're perfect for watching our little angel. I'm sure that you'll have a great time.
I'm sure it'll be fun. Will I be able to come meet him before watching him?
Sorry, but things are pretty hectic. You see, I'm expecting again. It's early, so no one else knows yet, so please don't say anything.
Oh, congratulations! That's amazing! You must be having a lot of fun with Junior. Don't worry, I won't say anything.
Great. We'll see you this weekend.
Sounds good. See you then. Hey, Sally. It's after 11. I thought you were gonna be home around 9.
Oh, sorry, Harper. We're having so much fun. We should be home by midnight.
Okay, I'm glad you guys aren't hurt, but I really need to get home to study.
Oh, it's just one night. I'm sure it won't interfere with your studies.
I have to finish a report before Wednesday, and finals start this week.
Well, it's not like one night is going to be too much of a disruption.
Okay, but please be home by midnight. I still need to get some stuff done.
It'll be fine.
Sally, you guys really need to come home. I have to get home and take care of my dog.
How come you didn't take care of your dog before leaving? That is so irresponsible.
You said that you would be home hours ago. I should have been home by now to take him outside.
You really need to learn to plan better than this.
So how long do you guys think you're gonna be out?
We're at a hotel now because we're too drunk to drive home.
You've been drinking? While you're pregnant?
Stop texting my wife. We asked you to babysit, not nag us.
She's pregnant. She shouldn't be drinking, let alone enough to get drunk. What is wrong with you two?
Shut up. I'm not gonna take this from some orphan.
Ned, you fool! Text me back now! Oh, how immature, you've blocked me. Well, I hope you guys enjoy tonight because I'm never gonna help you again.
Harper, why aren't you responding to texts from your brother?
I haven't gotten any text from Hayden in a while.
You know I don't mean Hayden. I'm talking about your older brother, Ned.
Oh, I don't see him as family.
Are you gonna start that again? When are you going to grow up?
Probably in a few more years. After all, my brain is still forming.
Are you getting smart with me, young lady?
What do you need, Dad?
I need to know why you aren't answering your brother.
After the last experience babysitting for him, I won't do it again. So when he blocked me to continue drinking, I didn't feel bad about blocking him.
That is very disappointing. You know that he gets emotional. You should take that into account and be the bigger person.
So you think that the person who's barely able to drink alcohol should be more mature than the person who can legally rent a car?
Don't do that. This isn't about age. It's about maturity level.
Right. You and Mom never made your biological children act grown up. It's always been on me and Ruth. Almost like you adopted us to be free childcare for you. And now for your grandchildren?
Your mother and I all love you equally.
Funny, since you sure don't treat us equally.
How dare you accuse us of favoritism? We adopted you and no one else would. You should be grateful for everything we've provided you.
This spiel again? A roof over our heads, food in our bellies, blah blah blah.
You thankless, insignificant horror of a child! We never should have adopted you!
Ah, finally, there it is. The way you've always felt.
That is not how I felt until now. You have always been difficult, but I figured you would get better. Instead, you keep getting worse.
Right, because I won't let you guys use me anymore.
We've given you everything. You owe us.
Are you paying for my college education?
Of course not. Why should we be responsible for that? You could have gotten a job like Ned instead of wasting time and money on a degree. Or you could have been like Ruth and gotten married and started having children.
Funny that you actually saved up money for college, at least for your bio children. So clearly you think that college is important.
Of course it is, but we paid to adopt you. How could you expect us to keep sinking money into your future? We have children of our own.
In other words, you don't really think of me as your child?
No, and I don't really care how that makes you feel. You've been so difficult. You're such an ingrate. Honestly, it's easy to see why you were put up for adoption.
I want to say ouch, but you've kind of made it clear that's how you feel.
Of course you're gonna try to make it sound like I'm the bad guy.
Well, Jim, I don't think that most people would say what you did was selfless since you used us like unpaid labor. But don't worry, you don't have to put up with me anymore.
Did you just call me by my first name? That is it. I am cutting you off.
I'm not sure how you think you can cut me off. You haven't paid for anything for me since I started working at 16 years old.
I let you live in my house.
You charged me rent after forcing me to get a job.
You were wild and uncontrollable. I was teaching you how to be an adult.
Ned stole a car, assaulted over half a dozen people, and cost you thousands of dollars in high school. But sure, I was the problem child.
See what I mean? You're so vindictive and horrible. You won't let the past be in the past.
You were the one to talk about what I was like as a teenager. All I did was point out that your son was far worse. Yet he didn't have to do anything.
That's because he's my child. You aren't.
Thank you for saying it. From here on out, I won't bother to contact you or anyone else in your family. Good luck, Jim. You're gonna need it.
Hey, Harper. I just wanted to check in on you.
Hi, Jim. Doing fine? Did you get the $100,000 I sent you a couple of years ago?
I did. Thank you so much. The timing really couldn't have been better. Your mother died not long after that.
I don't have a mother.
Of course you do. Or you did. Judy was your mother. She raised you.
Oh, you mean the woman who made me do most of the chores? The woman who made me cook a lot of the meals? She was only slightly less terrible than you and the rest of your family. I mean, she didn't insult me all of the time, just behind my back.
That is not fair. You know how rough it was to raise you.
What do you want, Jim?
Please call me Dad. I'm your parent, too.
No, you aren't. The money was to pay you back for room, board, and food you provided. So you aren't anything to me now.
That's very harsh. How can you say that about family?
I wouldn't say that about family. But you made it clear that I am not family. So I'll ask again, what do you want, Jim?
Well, we have fallen on hard times, and Ned lost his job, and they're about to be evicted.
I'm sure Judy left him something. Or you could mortgage your house for him.
I already did that. I don't know where the money went, but they're about to be homeless.
They can move in with you.
I don't want to have 5 screaming children in my home. These are supposed to be my golden years.
Well, if you're okay with family being homeless, that's on you.
But you clearly have money. You could help them out.
I do have money, but it's for my family. The people who love me unconditionally.
We are your family.
Scroll back up and read what you said to me. We are not family.
Then who else do you have? Your parents abandoned you. You have no one else but us.
In 8 years, I haven't heard one word from you. You never cared what happened to me. The fact that you think you can contact me to bail you guys out now is just revolting and sad.
It's not like you have anything else better to do with your money.
I spend it on my family.
What family?
I'm married with children of my own.
What? Why didn't you invite us to the wedding? We should be there to celebrate the big life moments with our daughter.
First, you guys didn't invite me to Judy's funeral. Second, I'm an orphan, remember?
You're breaking my heart.
You would have to have a heart first.
Why, you ungrateful wretch!
It never takes long to get that mask to slip.
I'm gonna contact your husband. I'll come to your job and ruin your reputation.
How are you gonna do that? You don't know what I do for a living.
You must have married into money because I know you used to work in childcare.
Yeah, I didn't think you bothered to listen when I told you what degree I was working toward. No, I didn't marry money, Jim. I earned my own.
Then I'll find out where you work and I'll ruin you. You should be ashamed for abandoning us in our time of need.
That will be difficult because I've changed my name.
What is it now?
And I don't live in the same state anymore. So I guess that means you'll need to focus on your family instead of harassing the kid you mistreated.
I don't believe you. Why would you still have that phone?
Because I knew eventually you would contact me. I hope that maybe you would actually have something kind to say or that you would apologize. Instead, you prove that you saw me as a way of getting more money.
What should I apologize for? You were horrible.
And you can have the rest of your life to never have to talk to me again. I unblocked Ned, and that's when the texts started really rolling in. Between Ned and Jim, I had more than enough evidence that they were a threat to me and my family. Jim backed off after the first court order, telling him to stop harassing me. But Ned was never the fastest to understand that he wasn't in control. It was only when he was arrested for harassment and ended up in jail for a few months that he finally stopped. Ruth told me that Jim finally took Ned and his family in, and it was not going well. Ned wrecked Jim's car and got arrested for attacking Jim after Jim tried to make him pay for a new car. After that update, I said I didn't want to know what happened to them. I stayed in contact with Ruth because she always felt like an outsider, similar to me. She just didn't speak out. She's happily married now, and I know that she and her children are thriving, mostly because she moved away from the family after Judy died. She did once mention that she may take Ned's kids in, but I told her I didn't want to know the details. I'm willing to help the kids because they're not responsible for their father. Having come from a bad situation myself, I know how horrible it can be. If Ruth wants to help them, I'm more than happy to help her by sending money for their care. However, I won't take them in. I'm not opening the door to letting Ned back into my life. I have 2 beautiful children of my own, and my husband stays at home with them. He's amazing. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I have a family that really loves me. And I let them know that I appreciate them every day. Hey, Sean. I was looking over the invitation to your brother's wedding. There isn't anything about the dress code.
Oh, that's weird. I know that they picked out a color theme and asked us to be matching for the pictures. I'll give Zach a call after work to see what they want us to wear.
You're working overtime right now. I can handle it.
No, it's best that I do it. They've been acting a bit strange lately.
What do you mean they've been acting strange?
Well, there has been more chatter in the family group, and some of the things that my mom and brother have said, well, it's made me uncomfortable.
Really? I hadn't seen any increase in discussion. Admittedly, I thought it was weird since the wedding is less than a month away.
Yeah, there definitely has been a lot more chatter. I get pinged at nearly all hours of the day. Wait, it's a new chat room. And they didn't add you. And it won't let me add you. I'll call my brother when I get off work. This is just too weird.
No, I'll give him a call. I won't mention that you told me about the chat room. It's possible they want to keep that just for the family.
Yeah, you're right. I'll leave it up to you. But let me know if he gives you any trouble, huh?
Okay, have a great day. And remember, I love you.
I love you too.
Hey, Zach, I was trying to prepare for the wedding, but I don't see what the color scheme is.
All you need to know is that we're registered with Blackwell's.
What do you mean? Sean and I are coming to the wedding. We want to make sure we have the right clothes for the wedding.
You guys don't need to worry about that.
I thought you guys wanted the entire family matching.
I told you that you don't need to worry about it. We're taking care of all that stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. We'll make sure to get you a fantastic gift. Sean already has something in mind.
I trust my brother to get something nice.
Yeah, he's an amazing gift giver.
I know. He's been my brother a lot longer than he's been your husband.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'll let you go. I just wanted to make sure we didn't ruin your wedding pictures.
Don't worry. We won't let you mess things up.
Okay. Well, have a great day.
I will as soon as you stop texting me. I'm home.
I can hear. Come on inside. Why are you still in the garage?
I'm just really tired.
Well, I have a special treat ready for you.
Really? So you're bribing me to come inside, huh?
Well, I figured it would be a good way to ease you into the conversation.
That sounds ominous.
I texted your brother. You were right, there is something weird happening.
What happened?
He said that we don't need to worry about getting clothing, just the gifts.
But I told them that we were coming to the wedding.
According to your brother, they're going to provide the clothing, or something like that.
Really? That doesn't sound right at all.
I know that some people buy wedding outfits for their bridal party.
We aren't in the party, though. We're just family. And I know Zach doesn't have that kind of money.
I don't know what to tell you. When you come in, I can show you the texts. Also, he had a really short temper. He's never been rude like that before.
I've been noticing that in the chat room, too.
He's probably feeling really tense because of the wedding. It's getting close. So I'll bet he and Jill are feeling the pressure.
I guess. Let me see what he had to say first. If he's being rude to you, I'm gonna let him know that's not alright.
It's fine. As long as we get to sit next to each other during the ceremony and reception, I can handle a bit of wedding rudeness.
This is why we kept ours so simple, huh?
I know. Your family wasn't pleased with that, though.
I know. That's probably why he didn't ask me to be one of his groomsmen.
I'm sorry about that. If I had known that they would be this upset, I would have had a bigger wedding.
Our families love drama. They shouldn't be surprised that we kept it to just friends.
I know. But think about how they felt. How would you feel if your brother decided he didn't invite you?
It's really different since his fiancée wants that big wedding. It's not like what we did.
Yeah, but you understand what I mean?
I do. But he's in the situation because he chose someone who wanted a big wedding.
Why don't you come inside? We can talk about it instead of continuing to text.
But I'm so tired. I don't want to have to walk all the way inside.
Oh, come on. And I'll give you that special treat.
Okay. But you'll have to listen to me complain.
I can do that. Then, when you're done with dinner, I'll give you a massage.
Ooh, now we're talking. See you in a couple of minutes.
See you soon.
I got a call from my brother earlier. He's asked me to be one of his groomsmen.
Really? That will... I mean, that's great for you. Do you want to?
Yeah, I would love to. I know that means that we won't be sitting together during the ceremony, though. If you prefer that I decline, I can let him know.
Absolutely not. You join them. You'll get to go to the fun stuff. I'm happy for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We'll still be able to spend time together at the reception.
Okay. As long as you're sure, I think it will be a great chance to make up for some lost time.
That's what I hope too.
Thanks, love. You're the best.
There's no reason to get between you and your family. You just have fun. I'll be fine during the ceremony.
I'll make sure to stare at you lovingly. Maybe we can even have some kind of ceremony with our family. That way we can make up a bit for our families.
We'll see how it goes with your brother's wedding. If your family has mellowed out a bit, we can talk about a ceremony. It has been almost 5 years since we married, so we can celebrate it with family.
Yeah. First, we'll see how my family does. Then your family has the reunion coming up. If they've all learned to dial it back, a ceremony could be a lot of fun.
I admit it might be nice to get that experience with my family. But only if it is mostly drama-free.
I know. And that's always been a huge ask for our families.
It sure has. Okay, well, I need to get back to work. Stay safe.
I will. And when you get home, I'll have a little something for you.
I can't wait. Hey, Naomi. It's Jill. I just wanted to make sure you had the address to the reception. Yes, I do. But I figured that Sean and I would drive there after the ceremony. No.
You don't exactly meet the right family aesthetic.
What?
I don't want your appearance to ruin my mood during the ceremony.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've spent a lot of time planning my perfect day. I don't need you and your sour face ruining it. Also, I don't want kids around. Since so many members of our families have kids, we had to come up with another plan.
Another plan?
Yeah. Boy, Zach didn't tell me you were so slow. No wonder you work with kids. They're probably more on your brain level.
You realize that we're about to be related, right?
Don't remind me. It's almost enough to ruin the whole thing. Anyway, stop interrupting me. I'm telling you what your role will be in my wedding.
I have a role?
Stop texting! Ugh. You're gonna go to the building next to the reception. People are gonna drop their kids off there, and you're gonna watch them. The wedding ceremony starts at noon, so a few of my bridesmaids will need to drop off their kids by 10. I want to make sure that they're properly prepared for the ceremony, so you need to be there around 9:30.
But I won't be getting there until late the night before.
Well, then you had better figure something out. Don't go adding more work for me just because you didn't plan properly.
Plan? I had no idea you guys wanted me to be a babysitter. I was planning to watch the wedding and attend the reception.
I don't know why. We specifically didn't tell you anything about what to wear because you were never supposed to be there. Learn to take a hint, Naomi. Jeez.
I talked to Zach about it, and he said you guys were taking care of the family clothing so that we all match.
Ew! You aren't my family. You're too tall and flat to be attractive. And Zach knew that you won't be there. He probably didn't want you ruining his plans of asking his brother to be one of his groomsmen. I mean, Sean is the most attractive man in the family. Of course we want him in the pictures. He'll make them all look so much better.
Does Sean know what you guys were planning?
Of course he knew. No one would think that you were attractive enough to be in wedding photos.
I'm in our wedding pictures.
Face it, he only married you for your money. I'm not going to benefit from it, so there's no reason for me to kiss your butt.
I have to get back to work. I'm gonna talk to Sean when I get home.
Don't you dare mess up my wedding with your selfishness.
Sean, did you know what your brother and his fiancée were planning?
Do you mean about the bachelor's party? Because I'm not gonna participate when the strippers arrive.
What? No, that's not what I meant. They want me to babysit all of the kids in the family. They don't want kids at the wedding ceremony or reception, so they reserved a place for them. And they want me to spend all day watching everyone's kids.
That can't be right. You must not have understood what they wanted. Zach told me that they had a surprise for me at the wedding.
Yeah, I bet it's another woman.
What? Why would you think that?
Because Jill was saying that I'm not attractive enough to be in the pictures. That's why they want me out of the way taking care of the kids.
There's no way anyone would say that about you.
Here are the text messages.
Why, that cow! There's no way I'm gonna let them do that to you. First, you're far more beautiful than she is. Second, they have no right to expect you to pay to travel the city, then babysit for free.
When I read that, I nearly cried.
Oh, don't cry, honey. I'll fix this.
I don't want to cause a fight between you and your family.
You aren't the one causing the fight, Naomi. They both are.
Please don't go ruining their big day.
I'm not gonna do anything that they don't deserve.
I'll be fine. They won't get another chance to have a wedding.
I'll give them a choice, so it'll be on them how things turn out.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of this. No one treats my beautiful wife like that.
How dare you try to ruin my wedding? Jill? You know exactly who this is, and you are trying to ruin everything. I always knew you were a horrible, stuck-up witch. I didn't realize just how horrible and selfish you were.
I don't know what you're talking about. What happened?
Oh, you knew that your husband was going to give us an ultimatum. You were too much of a coward to do it yourself. Now you're creating a huge rift in the family. I hope you're happy with what you've done.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He said either we had to pay you back for the trip, your room, and a whole day of babysitting, or he was going to drop out of the wedding.
He what?
Don't act innocent. This whole thing was your idea. My sweet little Sean would never do this to me.
Your sweet little Sean?
Yes, I've been in love with him since I was a child. But you went and stole him with your money. I'm marrying his brother because he's almost as good.
What is wrong with you?
Just back off and do what you're told. I won't let you ruin my wedding.
I'm sorry, Jill, but this was not my idea. But I'm not going to just let it go either.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm telling you that I'm not going to let you do this to Zach. He may be a bit immature, but he doesn't deserve to be in a marriage with a woman who wants his brother.
You will not tell him.
No, I won't.
You had better be here ready to babysit. Don't bring your ugly face around my wedding. Got it? Naomi, answer me.
I know that it's not quite time for your break, but I have something important to show you.
Okay, send it along. I'll look at it when I have a chance.
Okay, but I'm going to warn you, you don't look until you're on break and somewhere kind of tucked away.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not. Put your phone away, then make sure you're somewhere alone because you're gonna get angry.
Is it about the wedding?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. And Naomi,
Yeah?
I'm really sorry you've been dragged into the family drama. I didn't want you to be.
It's not your fault. This is why we avoid our families. Any interaction with them just blows up into so much stress.
I know. I'm thinking no ceremony with our families.
Yeah, clearly they're not mellowed out. If anything, they seem to be getting worse.
But we could plan to have a second honeymoon.
Oh, now there's an idea.
Don't let my family get you down. I love you.
I won't. I love you too.
How dare you ruin my wedding? I will make you pay for this. You won't get away with what you've done.
Oh, hi, Jill. Good to hear from you.
Don't give me that. You know what you did? Zach is saying he won't marry me now. That he doesn't ever want to see me again. All because you told him how I felt about my Sean. You had no business doing that.
I didn't tell Zach.
He had our text messages. I saw them.
I told Sean, and he must have told Zach. It was nice of you to include some of your sexual fantasies about my husband after we stopped texting. That made it clear that you weren't after Zach.
You should have just left it alone. When you die, I could have divorced Zach and married Sean. Then we would have had all of your money. You just had to go and ruin it.
When I died? What are you even talking about?
I'm not gonna tell you anything else because I know that I can't trust you. I'll make you pay for this.
I would say I'm sorry about the wedding, but that would be a lie. Good luck, Jill. You're going to need it.
I don't need luck. I know how to handle you. Instead of getting married, I'm gonna get even. Just you wait.
Are you okay? When I got to my family's place, my mom was acting really weird. I checked my notifications and it said that there was a bomb at the hotel.
It was just a bomb scare. The whole thing was a setup to get me out of my room.
What do you mean?
Jill and some guy I've never seen were waiting outside of my room. They tried to abduct me. I'm so glad that my parents had me learn hand-to-hand combat. When I put the guy on the floor, Jill fled.
You can't be serious. I'm coming back right now.
Thanks. I'm so shaken up, but the cops have taken over. Jill slipped out, but they're tracking her.
I can't believe she would try that. And I think my mother knew. I'm never going to bring you anywhere close to my family ever again.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my stuff and head somewhere.
Please wait for me. I'll meet you in the lobby and I'll take you somewhere else.
Right now I'm just so shaken I don't want to be here.
I understand, but I don't think you're in a state to drive.
I can get a lift somewhere, or there's a cafe nearby. I can head there.
Okay, leave our stuff. I'll take care of it later. For now, just get somewhere comfortable.
Thank you, Sean. I just want to leave this place and never come back.
You don't have to come back ever again.
Jill was on the run for about 2 weeks because Sean's mother helped her. His mother always wanted Sean to marry Jill, and only accepted me because she wanted my family's wealth. Given how much information Jill had texted me, and the fact that she and Sean's mother texted their plans, neither of them stood a chance at getting away with anything. Sean's mom was sent to prison for 3 years, mostly because she immediately turned on Jill once the woman was caught. Their relationship is no longer the rosy love fest it used to be. Once she got out, no one in the family wanted anything to do with her. Since she had spent most of her money on getting a good lawyer, she had to go back to work in a different town. Jill faced state charges for assault and battery and conspiracy to commit murder. She would have to serve 10 years before she would be eligible for parole. Then she would have to serve another 15 years on federal charges. By the time she gets out, she's going to be a very different person. Apparently, Zach didn't know because he was honestly upset about what Jill had told me. He had spent a lot of his life in Sean's shadow. After things fell apart, he left town, refusing to talk to anyone in his family. A year later, he got in contact with Sean, and they've started slowly building up a relationship. Zach was taught to resent his brother, so he had to learn that Sean wasn't the person Zach thought he was. I think they'll be good eventually, especially without their mother trying to pit them against each other. Sean and I did take a second honeymoon, and it was fantastic. I ended up getting pregnant, so now we're expecting our first child. And we will make sure that our growing family is the kind of loving place where our children can thrive.